Welcome back to Majestic and Happiness, the game. We're going off to Memory Tower, I think it was? I'm pretty sure we're off to Memory Tower. A familiar building comes into view and my thoughts return to the present. A white brickwork building, the cake shop, Zelkova. You can see a faint orange glow spilling out from the doorway today as well. Oh, Zelkova, we'd always come here after tests and stuff to celebrate. I honestly don't remember having to treat you guys when we came here more than the taste of their cakes. What? Great, so we're just reminiscing about this pretty casually in the streets. We used to have contests to see who could score the highest on our final exams, and the loser would treat everyone to cake. The one who proposed that contest was me. I thought it'd be something fun to get us more motivated to do well on tests. I remember back then Kakeru was super pumped to do it, but Serrano was kindly trying to refuse. I only learned that they were among the top of our class later on. I'm sure you can imagine the test results. You didn't think of asking that beforehand? No? No? Okay, apparently not. So every time we had exams one way or another, we'd all end up agreeing to the contest. And of course, I was the one who ended up treating everyone every time. You think you'd just try. It was a terribly nostalgic memory. As I thought, you're still holding a grudge, aren't you? Can't be helped, man. Serrano was #1 in our class. You always complained about how you didn't understand the course material, and then you'd still get a pretty good score anyway. Ha ha ha. You just never took those tests seriously, Dave. We're called Dave, by the way, I've decided. Really? It certainly felt like I was. Serrano used to say it a lot too. Why do they keep saying that? Whenever Dave's seat is behind me, I can always tell when he falls asleep. Did she really say that? Probably not. Yeah, she did. She also said Dave must be from planet Sleepyhead. Probably didn't say that. Huh? What kind of conversations did we have back then? How unmotivated of a person was I? I honestly don't remember any of it at all. It's where we were the one dead all along. What a shit twist that would be. But there's one thing I can say for sure. I was truly happy during the times I was with Serrano. Then, on that day, those happy times were destroyed. I think it's better if we don't meet anymore, Dave. Okay, so we got into a cafe to say this. Serrano spoke those words of farewell without any explanation at all. I thought, it's happening again back then. Once again, I've been deemed an unnecessary person by others. My emotions got swept up in a violent whirlpool, and I couldn't stop the words overflowing in my mind from pouring out. Before I knew it, I was shouting at some bizarre, mysterious, anime-looking character. Why are their eyes always hidden like that? Also, who dresses like that? Are you a Victorian doll? The hell is that? Oh. I don't remember exactly what it was that was said. All I know is I said some pretty terrible things. I said them with the express intention of hurting her. Then I left Serrano there and left the store alone. The last time I ever saw her, she was looking down sadly. The scene was burned vividly into my memory. Perhaps Serrano had simply gotten tired of my existence hanging around her. Dude, she fucking killed herself in the nicest possible way. Chances are she was having some sort of issue which you couldn't be part of. Like, there's probably more to it. I can't wait until we relive that memory and it turns out that we were the ones in the wrong. It's it's going to be a really dumb scene, but you know it's going to happen. But even if that were true, if I hadn't left her like that, she might still be alive right now. Hey, what's wrong? Kakeru turns to me with a puzzled expression. I still haven't moved one step from the cake shop. Sorry, it's nothing. You sure? Well, if you say so. Let's keep going or it'll get dark before we get there. I nod towards Amamiya, turn my back to the light spilling from the cake shop and continue walking. At that moment, I feel someone's gaze on me. As I turn around, I see that a lone girl has suddenly shown up behind me, standing in front of the cake shop. The girl, dressed in a shrine maiden outfit, shoots a glance at me. Shoots a glance? Dude, someone has lied her to kill you. There is no way you look at someone like that. Well, no. Now, that can't be hide. There's too much feeling in that. Clearly, this is just a revenge killing. Have I met her somewhere before? I think back, but my memories present no answer. Wait, there's a lot of people here. There's no way she's looking directly at me, who's just passing by. It must just be a misunderstanding. The moment I think that, she starts walking straight towards me. Before her dignified demeanour, I can't bring myself to avert my gaze. Dignified? Are you kidding me? It's nothing. I'm sure she'll just walk straight past me. She's not going to walk straight past you. I finally turn away for the girl to pass me by, and as I do so, she has chosen. Let me guess. No one else can see? She's also not as fucking angry now for whatever reason. She suddenly decided to perk up and be rid of emotion. She whispers into my ear. Eh? Who is this she's talking about? Now it is your turn to choose. No one else can see this, I bet you. Choose what? Who is this girl anyway? As I'm pondering these questions, the girl averts her gaze and quickly walks away. Hey, wait! I turn around, planning on asking her who she is, but when I look, she's already gone. I check the nearby alleys as well, but I see no sign of her. What, you just start running to the nearby alleys? Your friend doesn't say anything, the fact that you've just passed out for like 2 or 3 seconds and then... Oh my god, that alley! No, this one! No, it's not this one either! Like, no one's saying a word, okay. Hey, Dave, what are you looking around for? Instead, I see Kakeru looking at me with a puzzled look on his face. Oh, it's you, Kakeru! Yeah, it's me. Why'd you look so disappointed? No, that's not it. Sheesh, I thought you were following behind me the whole time, so I kept talking. But it looks like I was just talking to myself. Yeah, sorry. I'm begging you, could you please hurry it up? The Connect Center is going to close. With that, Kakeru starts pushing me forward. Still puzzled about what all that was about, I start walking for real this time. You're not going to mention it, are you? No, we're just leaving that. We're just leaving that. Okay, sure. Why not? We're just leaving it, guys. We don't want to know if you saw a young girl who would really help with what the fuck just happened. No, it's fine. I walked together with Kakeru through the park. This park that's more like a forest was also one of Serrano's favourite places. So a girl comes up to you, you've never met her, she says, now it's your time to choose. Dis-a-fucking-piz, and you shrug it off. Why not? This park, yeah. If you look up a little, you'll see a giant building towering up all past the foliage. The Connect Center. No matter how many times I see it, it still looks humongous. It does. I think that up a bit of that is purely for design. Well, yeah, this place handles the memories of all the dead in the entire Kanto region. Okay, sure, why not? We're in Pokemon land. Even if it's only kept 49 days, can you imagine just how much data has to be stored there? Now all I'm imagining is little, like, Mankeys and Electabuses working away inside, tinkering at the electrics. No, Voltorb, we've told you can't go there. We know what happens once you get too much electricity inside you, don't we? Kakeru says that while nodding to himself as he continues walking forward. After passing through the park, we keep going all the way to the Connect Center. And then, all too soon, we arrive. Let's see, I think the entrance is over here. Kakeru starts heading for the entrance without hesitation. They didn't think of just putting a very clearly designated entrance, did they? No? Okay, that's fine. But, hey, what are you waiting for? He turns back immediately. I still haven't moved one step since we arrived here. Maybe you should just go by yourself, Kakeru. I start to feel really nervous as my chest starts to grow really tight. I feel like it gets worse with every step forward. I feel like I can hear my heart beating louder than usual. Oh, nervous. Ooh, but keep that jazz going. Like, so bizarre. It is one of the... Music has not fitted the game for the entirety of our playthrough so far. No way, there's no point if you don't come too, Dave. Are you scared? Is that so wrong? Yes! No, of course it's not. You know, I realised this a while ago, but since it's you, you're probably thinking something stupid, like it's your fault she died or something, right? Yeah, that's right. And that's why you're scared of talking to her. It's just like you go through life dragging your feet like that. Well, sorry, but for now at least try having one proper conversation with her besides, after a short pause. If it really is your fault she died, then you'll be able to follow her into the afterlife properly after this. Oh my... Oh, what a horrible, horrible dark joke. Oh, what a... Jesus, I thought some of my comments were tasteless, but... God, if that doesn't take the biscuit, I don't know what does. What? That was so unexpected, I unconsciously replied. How do I put this? Think of it like having her push you forward a little. That way you'll be able to do it without hesitation. So much wrong with this conversation being had right now. There is so much wrong with it. This is beyond two jokes, like two friends being like, ah, kill yourself, you know? This is like, he's saying, oh, well, you know, if it was your fault, at least you can take the honourable way out. What the fuck? Kakeru's words don't have a bit of delicacy to them. He's always like this, all the things people usually don't say out of consideration for others. He just says it like they're nothing. It's not a best friend thing. This isn't a best friend thing. This is weird. But because of that, he can cut to the heart of the matter and tell you the truth. I, who had been hanging my head this whole time, finally look up at him. Perhaps you're right. Even I'm still scared. I have to do it. I steel my resolve and step forward. I can't wait for nothing of importance to be brought up and for us to purely remain on nostalgia alone. I pass through the automatic doors and enter the building. The giant reception hall unfolds before me. I hear a pleasant tune playing softly in the room. The whole place is quiet and clean, almost like a hospital reception room. I would hope it's clean, yes? This place is more amazing than I thought. I mean, it's a few trees inside. Let's not overdo its beauty. I've only been here a few times myself, but it really does feel like a high-tech place. Is this stock music that they bought? They were just like, oh no, we can't be asked to... I get it, money, but come on. What do they normally put in JVNs? And they just whacked it into the story. I get not everyone can have a custom soundtrack, but come on. Music of all themes are in the... we're about to speak to our dead girlfriend who killed herself, and it's just... they're playing weird music like we're in a happy place in the future. As I start looking around, an AR display pops up in front of my face. A gentle, smiling woman appears on the screen. Welcome to the Tokyo Connect Center. Would you kindly please head towards the identification terminal to your left and place your MRD inside. I look to my left, I see a number of high-tech devices lined up against the wall. They're machines for reading your personal information from your MRD. Recently, they've been showing up everywhere. I walk towards the terminal as I'm told. As I get close enough, the data on my MRD gets read. A pleasant dinging noise confirms that my information has been read. Dave and Kakeru, correct? Who are you here to visit today? Beside the AR display of the woman, a floating text field appears with a virtual keyboard underneath to allow us to input a name. I type Serrano into the keyboard. Snowgret, understood. Please wait. Whether I confirm or not, you can have an interview with her. After saying no, the woman's picture vanishes from the AR display, replaced the now verifying screen. So hang on, how is this going to work? Do we get to talk to them like in a whole variety of different displays? Are their sentiments somehow kept and we can actually have a talk with a real person, or is it simulated? They may not have said that. It's guesswork. Like, so many questions. At this facility, only people already registered to view a person's memories can see them. You can be registered by the person themselves anytime they feel like while they're alive. In other words, if Serrano didn't register us beforehand, we won't be able to talk to her. Don't worry, there's no way she didn't register us. That's why it's not explaining, because she hasn't registered us. There you go. I wonder about that. Kakeru suddenly slaps my back with all his strength. Ow! Come on, cheer up a little. Cheer up a little. Oh man, Kakeru smiles confidently. As if his words call back, the now verifying screen is once up, replaced with the figure of the woman. I apologize for the wait. The preparations for your interview have been completed. Please head inside. Oh no, okay, so they were. That conversation was just pointless. As in, we were verified. After she finishes speaking, the woman... Yeah, cool, whatever. I keep watching as the AR display shoots a ribbon of light out from where it's disappeared, illuminating the floor as it travels onwards. It traces a route through the room towards the wall housing multiple passageways. The light passes through one of the hallways, leading us down it. That would end in so many people bumping into each other. Apparently Tokyo's biggest database of dead people, and there's like no one here. Ugh. On the wall above the passageway, an AR display sign lights up saying, "This way for your interview." See, what did I tell you? Now let's go. Kakeru hurries onwards and I follow after him. This is fucking weird. We enter the passageway marked by the AR display, and after walking down it for a while, the scenery suddenly changes around us and turns into something fantasy-esque. The ceiling fills with blue light, dotted with the specks of light that resemble stars. This is amazing. I mean, it's probably a simulation. I guess it must look okay. It's just weird. Countless specks of light float up from the ground like fireflies. Looking around, you'd really think that this is a portal between the world of the living and the world of the dead. This really is amazing. It feels like they spent a ton of money on it. Oh, you reckon, dear? You reckon? Kakeru spouts a rather cheeky comment. We continue to walk and talk, and soon enough we reach a translucent red AR display that reads, "Please wait here." Past the display, you can make out a large number of doors lining either side of the hallway. We wait as directed by the AR display. After a short while, what do you fucking do? So we get on these things. Everything here is automated. They're really thorough about it. Are they really thorough about it? Let's move my webcam over to this side now. I can't wait for that to stop being a thing. Kakeru looks pretty impressed. We get on the plates as directed, and they start slowly moving down the hallway. At the same time, an AR display shows up in front of us. I'm the director of this facility, Karuda. Welcome to the Connect Center. Is this just like an ego boost like Richard Branson randomly does? He just sticks himself at the front of advertising and goes, "This is my face! Be privileged, peasants!" The Japanese Connect Organization, or GCO for short, is an independent organization under the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology that was created in 2027 and in 2029... Okay, hang on. Hang on a second there. That's not what independent means. An independent organization. So, not controlled by anyone, they're controlled by themselves. But they are controlled by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology. Not independent then, is it? Because that's 5 government bodies that it's controlled by, you dumb bastard! Whatever. Maybe I'm completely misunderstanding how this works. In 3 years since it was established, the GCO has built Connect Centers in Sapporo, whatever that is, Osaka, and here in Tokyo, for a total of 4 across the nation. What is that he's doing? The Connect Center has facilities to allow you to... Oh, thanks. First time I've heard that. Oh, fuck's sake. Now oh, Christ, didn't mean to do that. Right, what did it say? Because apparently I'm missing something. No, stop it. There you go. The Connect Center has facilities to allow you to connect as well. Research facilities for neuroscience. But okay, so great. So all you're saying is that it has research facilities. Okay, I can live with not knowing that. Connect, as far as I know, refers to speaking with the memories of the dead. They call it a way for the living to communicate with the dead by using the Themisnet to see, hear and talk with those who are already gone. But I hadn't known that the Connect Center was also a research institute. Why wouldn't it be? It's kind of amazing, honestly, to think most of this huge tower is just research facilities. An elite yeah, what do you fucking do? Think there's that many people going that, yeah, what do you do? But being able to hear those voices of the dead would necessarily heal your pain. Oh my god. Even then, though, there are probably people like me who have no choice but to cling to a place like this, even if it won't bring any relief. After a while, the man called Karuda vanishes from the display, and the woman once again appears. There are some things I must inform you before you use this facility. First, the deceased memories are retained for only 14 hours. Yeah, I know that one. Second, you are only allowed to meet with the deceased for 30 minutes every day. Once your time limit has been reached, your audience will automatically end, so please be careful of your remaining time. Why? I guess to not have people in there too long, but 30 seems a bit fucking arbitrary. Is this a bit short? Yeah, that is short. Third, you are not allowed to ask the deceased about their cause of death. Even if you ask them, they cannot answer such a question. Why not? Political reasons? I know, I guess people could lie and you could get the wrong person. I have no idea why you can't. If it is discovered that you have tried to inquire in such a fashion, your meeting will be terminated. What? Why? Maybe so that delicate information doesn't get out to the public? After all, some people get murdered or have some inauspicious circumstances regarding their death. I see. But that was the one thing I really wanted to ask, Serrano. As her explanation finishes, our plates stop before one of the doors. The nameplate on the door reads, Number 113. We've arrived at her room. Sweet. Please mind the gap. I wish you a pleasant interview. The art display then vanishes, and the door before us opens automatically. On the other side of the door, another world appears before us. Books and ornaments lie classily looking wooden shelves, and a number of sofas with comfortable looking cushions are placed around the room. The room is softly illuminated and feels cozy. It's hard to describe, but if I had to put it into words, I'd say it has a very lived-in atmosphere. It's as if this room has an occupant who has just invited us inside. It kind of reminds me of my grandma's house. Yeah, it feels nostalgic somehow. As Kakeru and I walk through the door into the room, the door closes automatically behind us. After entering, the feeling that this is someone's room and that it is actually being inhabited gets even stronger. There was a slight cold breeze flowing through the corridor we were in earlier, but here in this room the atmosphere is warm. It feels like each of these doors leads to new worlds. What's this? There's a small sepia-coloured device with a card sitting next to it on a table by the sofa. That would be a phone. That's a telephone they used to make... Oh, fuck off. You have seen one of those in your life. Oh, we're in the past. It's like 14 years from now. You think people are just going to forget what it looks like? Come on, man. I've never used one before. How do you use this thing? You take that thing called a receiver and put it next to your ear. I follow Kakeru's instructions and pick up the receiver. It's surprisingly heavy. It must have been tiring for people to hold this up the whole time for long conversations. Sure, why not? Rather skeptically, I put the phone to my ear. I wait for a while, but I don't hear anything. You have to dial the fucking number you... Oh, you have to put the card into the slot down there first to talk to anyone, so... It's not a prop. They're just deliberately using antiquated materials. But sure, why not? I look where Kakeru's pointing and notice a panel with numbered buttons on the telephone. A little below that is a rectangular slot. Next to the card by the telephone is a piece of paper explaining how to use the machine. I pick up the card and insert it into the slot. An AR display. Now try putting it in. Do you hear anything? Just a small electronic hum. It's really faint. You'll be able to hear her voice soon. I suddenly grow worried. How will she act when she talks to me? And how should I talk to her? As I keep worrying about it. Be ready for the most awkward conversation of our lives, which is probably going to turn out not to be that awkward, because we're just going to openly talk about horrible things.